everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. And today we're going to get inspired by makeup. My guest is Ariane Poole. Ariane's a great friend of 60 and Me and is here to help us with a subject that I all know you're going to be interested in. So hi, Ariane.
Hi, Margaret. How are you?
I am wonderful. It's so good to see you again.
It's lovely to see you too.
Okay, so we asked the community questions for Ariane, and we got some really good ones this time. One that came up a lot, which I'm also very interested in, is this whole trend of contouring. How do you do it? And really, should older women with faces that are changing a little bit, skin changing, even bother? What's your advice on contouring?
I'm a huge fan of contouring.
Okay.
So ladies out there, yes.
Okay, great.
Placement is all important, and what's right for one face shape is not necessarily right for another face shape.
Right.
So that's the bit that's the challenging bit, because some people don't know what their face shapes are, and they're perhaps doing it and they're thinking, "Ooh, that doesn't look so good. It's not doing what everyone says it's going to do. I'm going to give it up." So for me, I'm going to explain that for you, because I think it's important.
Okay.
I contour all the time on my face. I would not actually finish my makeup without doing that.
First of all, what's it supposed to do? What's it supposed to do?
Well, in the old days, if you think back to the 70s when it was major contouring, it was the go faster stripes. You had the dark color here, the blushy color here, and the highlighter here. And it was like the go faster stripes. Think Charlie's Angels. And I know that most of your community will know that as well. So
we're all nodding our heads. Yes.
Charlie's Angels.
It was so cute, though.
I fell in love with contouring then. So when I was a teenager, I fell in love. Teens and early 20s, I fell in love with contouring then. So what it does is it gives your shape your face more definition, more shape. It lifts your cheekbones and gives you that sort of high cheekbone look.
Yes. Okay.
As we get older, that fades away. So contouring, actually, for us older ladies, is brilliant. It will lift our cheekbones, and it will work gorgeously. Now, let me just show you what I do. I'll start on me, and then I'm going to explain to you. Now, I've got a round face, okay?
Yes.
So with a round face, what I want to do is, this is the one I use. Let me just grab the one I use, which is this. That's what I use.
Okay, and is that from your
That's
line?
That's Afternoon Delight. It's a contour powder. It's got a lighter color and a darker color. I usually, for the daytime, swirl these two colors together.
Okay.
And actually, I've got that on now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the Ultimate Face Tint that I'm wearing, and I'm going to go over what I've got on so that I annihilate it. So that you
make it a nice flat surface.
Yeah, so I can canvas. Show where it goes.
Okay.
So I've gotten rid of that now. And if you look at my face, you can see this side looks a little bit more roundier. Yeah?
It's amazing, actually. I know it's probably you're convincing me that's true, but I'm looking at you and I can see that. It's so true.
Well, let's do that. Let me just do this.
I could even see the contouring on the other side that I never noticed before. It was so natural.
And that's what it should be. It should be not noticeable. So let me get rid of it on the other side as well.
Okay.
So doing that.
Your face tint, by the way, is amazing. It's really it's so light, but it can do what you're describing here. It can actually reset. I mean, I actually had 2 interviews today, and in the middle, I just refreshed, and
I know
it's amazing.
It's crazy that you put makeup over top of makeup to
get
it's
makeup. Great. It's perfect.
But
okay.
That works really well, doesn't it? So
it's great.
So I'm not suggesting that you use it as a makeup remover, but it works very well. Now you can see that my face looks a little bit more roundier. Yeah. Okay. I like high cheekbones. I like that look. Okay, so I'm going to take the Afternoon Delight. I'm going to swirl it. This is my own one. So I'm going to swirl it around. And then where I put it is just with my face shape, a round face shape. I do it on an angle from this bit of my ear down. So I'm doing this.
And what kind of brush are you using?
I'm just using a small blusher. It's
a round one. It's just for a blusher.
You can use an angled one as well. If you feel more comfortable with an angled one, then that's fine.
Okay.
I use this one all the time. I've had this one for nearly 30 years. So it's a real...
You can actually see the difference right away. But now I can see a line. So
then you're just going to blend that away.
Right.
And then I'm going to grab a little brush and I'm going to just do the highlight. And you don't want the highlight to be bright white, but you want it to be soft. So there you go.
It just goes around.
Sorry, I put the mirror in front of you. Sorry.
That's okay.
So you can see that you get that sort of more chiseled look. Yeah.
It's really, really cool how that works. You know, what's nice about that color you've chosen too, though, is it's not like a bronzy color. Like a lot of the contours are very dark brown. Yours is actually quite light. Is that, would you suggest use that?
Yeah. And that's why I mix the two together. I mix the lighter color and the darker color together, especially for daytime. In the winter, or if it's, say I'm going out at night, and I really want to have that glam extra, bit more look, then I will even do a little bit darker here to give it that look. Yeah, so that it's
I can see.
But remember, the light is lower. Yeah. And then I'll grab a little bit of a colored blush. So I'm going to choose a pinky color here. And then I'll just pop a little bit of the pinky color on the top.
That's really pretty. That's super pretty. Do you know, Ariane, what you've just done is really interesting too, because somebody might be looking at that and saying that's actually quite dark. I mean, I can see, from the side, you can see it's quite dark. But on camera, if you're having a picture taken or if you're on Skype, it's perfectly beautiful.
If you want to soften it as well, there's ways of doing it. But I've done it heavy so you guys can see it.
Right.
If I was going out in the daytime, I would actually, let me show you how I do it on this side for walking out in the day. So,
okay. So, Ariane, just while you're doing that, I mean, I've actually got, my face is older than yours by many years. So I've actually got this kind of droopiness. Like your skin is like really kind of, I've still got these little jowl lines that are forming that you haven't got yet. So my face, no, seriously. So I've got this kind of, you can see this almost like a V. What do I do?
What I would do with you is because you've got a much more narrow face than me as well. Yeah. So if you did the angle thing, can you see the difference between what I would normally do and this is what I did for the camera?
Yep.
Okay, this is normal every day where I will walk out in public. Right. This is not what I would walk out. But you can see for purposes of how you would put it on. But this one looks much more natural, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. But what would I do? Would I put it underneath here or up higher?
What you're going to do, Margaret, is you're going to take it, you're going to do it across. So you're doing it down a little bit with your finger. Tilt your finger like that. So it's like straight across. No, not on an angle.
Like that? Like that.
Up a little bit higher.
Like that.
Yeah, up a little tiny bit higher.
There.
And you bring it across.
Across.
Okay. You do not want to do any
down here.
Down.
Okay.
The reason why, if you do that, it's going to cause this to look more.
Okay.
By bringing it across this way on you. So let me do it. Let me demonstrate how on me to show you, because
that would be great. Thank you. I mean, because I think a lot of women who are in their 60s and 70s, they do have this challenge with the face beginning to droop a little bit. So
the other thing I would say is, if you've got a narrow or a petite face, now you've got a narrow face, okay, and you don't want to make it more narrow by bringing it on an angle. And all the magazines go angle, angle, angle. And
well, the brushes are even angled. I mean, they're designed to be used at an angle.
Okay, so this is how you would do it for you. So you're going to do it across like that. Okay, so you're doing it.
Okay. And then the blush, normally, as you've described, I put the blush on the rose, the apple of my cheek. Would I also then bring it across?
Yeah. So you would do this, you would do that smile.
Yeah. And then just bring it out. Wow.
So you're doing it this way. I'm doing it that way.
Got it. Okay.
So me on an angle, you across.
Okay. I'm going to try that. That's actually quite fun.
And it will work really well. And whenever I've done your makeup, I've always done it like that. When we've done our things, I've always done it across for you.
Yes. And I'm just looking at my notes because someone had, in association with this question, had asked about dull complexion. Yeah. Because sometimes I've noticed with contouring, it can actually make your face look dull if you don't use it properly. It can make it look drab.
Yeah. If you're using any kind of muddy colors, what people often don't do with the contouring, they contour, they don't blend it properly, and they also forget to put a little bit of blush color on. You need that little pop of color, unless you're someone like myself who's got high coloring anyway.
Yes,
and that will come throughout the day. But if you're someone who, and the majority of the people don't have high color, you need that little pop of color. That pop of color is going to be the thing that makes it look more vibrant, more sort of brighter, like give vibes to the skin.
More natural, yeah. More natural, and then you've got this little teeny bit of highlighting above the top as well. You can take a little bit of highlighter, or you can use a little cream. I know you've got that. You use the Benefit High Beam, don't you? The touche de clay I use.
Oh, do you? Okay, Benefit High Beam as well. We do a stick one, a new stick one that we've just brought out. You can just put that across here.
Yes.
Not underneath your eyes. So you're going to go from here, back. So from here, back. Wow. Nothing under here, because it'll make you look like you have puffy eyes. You don't want puffy eyes.
Honestly, I think we're going to have to do a proper video on contouring, actually. Like, not me proper. I mean, one that is like really take off the makeup, start from scratch, step by step. Yes. So we'll schedule that.
It's once you've mastered it, it's so easy to do, and it literally changes it. But you can see how my face looks slightly different on both sides.
You've got a really great, but you have a great way. You're so used to having your pictures taken that you do this thing with your mouth to this.
Oh my God! Don't my kids don't.
You do. It's great.
My kids tease me about that. They go, "Oh, you're doing the mum pout."
So it's not just me noticing it.
The mum. So obviously, I do
you
the mum pout. But also, if you've got a high forehead like me, you can also take a little bit of that and put it across your forehead, just to make the forehead a little bit less prominent. And you can put a little bit underneath your chin and stuff like that. So there's all contouring. If we did a contouring video, that would be quite a cool thing to do, I think, because I think a lot of people would really understand. Hopefully, they've gleaned a little bit of insight from what we've been talking about.
Well, and as you say, for older skin and older shaped faces that start to droop and do weird things, it's actually a very useful tool. I mean, and that's kind of the fun thing with makeup, is it actually can be, it can be fun and also very useful. I mean, it's there to be enjoyed.
when I've got no makeup on, I can actually see myself looking older than when I have my makeup on. And I don't do any sort of surgery tricks. I don't have any Botox. I don't have any filler. And I know for a fact that the makeup is the thing that transforms. It's not anything else. And the makeup and the techniques. So very important, two things together.
Well, you do them both beautifully, my love. So thank you so much, and hope this is helpful to everyone. And we'll do that video on contouring. I think that would be a great thing to deliver. So really appreciate your time as always, Ariane. Thank you.